Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade, DeVere, and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DV.com for upcoming shows and more.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the show where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We have a fantastic show planned for you this evening. Our special guest this evening, all the way from Camp Wannakiki Season 2, the winner, Miss Tora Himan, is joining us here this evening. That is Camp Wannakiki. Ooh, that was really small. I didn't mean for it to be that small. Oh, well, technology is fun. Unfortunately, Miss Ivanna, who was also on Season 2 of Camp Wannakiki, could not join us this evening. She messaged us earlier telling us her electricity has been out and she is currently styling hair with an emergency light. So we do what we have to do to survive. But we also have my fabulous Woo Girl of the Week, one of my dearest friends on the planet. We've got Cricket with us. She actually prepared something very fun and special this evening. And, of course, my lovely co-host this evening is going to be none other than Anastasia Diamond. But I have 3 questions to ask, and I always start with myself, and those questions are who, what, and where. Who am I? My name is Jade DeVere. I am a drag performer based out of Central Pennsylvania, and I've been doing drag for roughly 437 years. Where, who, what, I ask this every week and I screw it up every week too, so get used to it, you know. What am I wearing? Well, in honor of Camp Wannakiki, I did a little bit of a, what would I wear if I had gotten onto Camp Wannakiki? Of course, they always have the pink shirts. I didn't get the branded shirt, but you can find that on the Camp Wannakiki website, I think. We'll ask Tora where she can find them. She posted it in our group chat and I forgot to look. I wanted to go with, you know, a lovely set of jewels by Fancy by Design. Fancy Dismount is one of my fabulous co-hosts. I even wore, it was actually a brooch with a magnet, so I shoved it on my hair because I am a bit of a bear chaser. And where can you find me? Well, you can find me every Wednesday night right here on Inside the Drag Closet. Tonight, though, is our very last episode at 10:30 p.m. Next week, we are moving to an 8:30 time slot. We will be moving from 8:30 to 10 p.m. It's going to be amazing. More people who don't want to stay up late will be able to watch the show and be on the show. Very excited about this change, so make sure you tune in next week. But you've probably heard enough of me, so I am going to bring out my beautiful co-host for the evening, and that is Miss Anastasia Diamond.
Oh, hey girl, I didn't know you were going to be popping in here.
Oh, I know. It's so spontaneous. I'm just spending some time at camp.
Oh my God, I love the pride flag.
Oh, me too. I literally Googled gay camp and that's what came up.
And, oh my God, is that from But I Want to Be a Cheerleader?
Yes, absolutely.
And also happy LGBTQ History Month.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. You are always here to educate us on the things that I'm too dumb to remember.
No, never.
No, just like every time you're here. So give us a little who, what, where.
Ooh, a little who, what, where. Well, first and foremost, I gotta call out the jewels. So all of my jewelry, my nails as well. Those are Swarovski crystals that I received from Miss Lolly Cox, aka Spy Cox. My hair is from the one and only Zebra Skies. Absolutely love this hair. It's my first time wearing some green hair. I thought I was going to do an Oompa Loompa look tonight with this hair, but I, saw a post on TikTok. Somehow we still have that. I don't know. I thought I was getting banned, but I saw a post on TikTok with Beetlejuice, and I was like, boom, I have a black and white dress that this is actually my very first gown that I bought when I was a sophomore in college. And so it's great. It's coming back, while we're in quarantine, but I'll never wear it out in public. It looks good from here up, but down below.
That's that quarantine drag.
Girl, you ain't never lied. And someone was like, I saw someone share a post about girls who are wearing high waist jeans, and it was like a very skinny girl, and then there was a picture of like this like a larger man, a man who was a bit obese, and the the obese man had the belly all hanging out and all that kind of stuff in the high waist jeans, and the one queen was like, this is going to be all the drag queens because we all gained about 100 pounds in quarantine because we haven't been performing. We don't need to do our costumes. That's the scariest part about all of this. These costumes are going to be squint. When we get back in real life, squint. Don't be judging.
I went back to one of my old jobs this week doing dinner theater. And the rules they have in place were great. Like, I don't feel like I'm far from the guests at all times. But I got into my dressing room and I started cinching my corset. And I was like, nope, Mama's not wearing this tonight. Mama's, nope.
Woo!
Girl, we already have. Go ahead.
No, how many people do we have watching?
We have a lot of people watching already. This is amazing. Thank you all for tuning in. Some fantastic, of course, Vicky Marie Thompson, Evening Ladies, and Daniel Jackson, Robin Thompson, Gabby Dixon, one of our super fans. What a bright spot in the middle of this debate.
Oh, thank you. We were really distracted by it. We almost canceled the show for it. No, I'm just kidding.
I haven't watched any of it, but I've been watching the comments on Facebook, and I'm just like, ooh, this is going to be fun.
It's so much fun, honey. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Let's see. We got some more comments. From Carson Woodworth, Angelica Cartier. All you looking so good tonight. It's damn sinful. Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
From Katie Bourbon, rocks by Cox. I'm going to get a cease and desist from Lolly any day now. I'm ready for it.
It's going to be like, you are ruining my brand.
Right. I wanted my brand to be respectable, and you trouts are screwing it up. Robin Thompson, loving the hair, Anastasia.
Thank you, Zebra Sky.
Yep. And same thing from Angelica. That hair is sculpted.
Yes, I received this hair about maybe 4 or 5 months ago. It has been sitting in clips on the top of a shelf. I have not touched it, dusted it. That's about it.
Oh my God. I had to do that this week. I had to dust my wigs. I was like, ooh, this is...
It's real. This is real.
Right. Oh my God. There are a ton of comments about your hair. That hair is amazing.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's my first time wearing green hair, so I was a little worried. I thought y'all were going to drag me.
No, like, it works for you.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, ma'am. So,
well, especially because of the, with my orange skin, a lot of people say, look how fucking orange you look, girl. I was like, oh, they're really going to call me Oompa Loompa now.
No.
Oh, thank you. Well, as well as that, for where you can find me is on Instagram at Anastasia Diamond 95. And that's me. Yes. Lots of Juvie Place and Urban Decay, Kat Von D, the usual.
Nice. I used a palette I've only used once, and there's no name on it, but I was like, I'm going to do some pink and purple tonight, and I'm happy with it.
Good. It looks
and
so
I'm wearing
good.
my glasses because it makes me look smarter.
I normally wear glasses when I forget to put lashes on.
I need to. So, girl, you ready for our woo girl?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Is the audience ready for our woo girl?
I don't know if the audience is ready, but we're bringing her out anyway. She's down there shaking her head. All right, kids, I'm going to welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the lovely Miss Cricket.
Hey, everybody. Good evening. Lovely Miss Jade DeVere, the stunning Miss Anastasia Diamond. Thank you for having me on. It's lovely to be here. Thank you.
It's lovely to have you.
Let the train wreck begin.
Game on.
Yeah.
So, Cricket, we have to start with 3 simple questions.
Okay.
Who, what, and where?
I am Cricket. I am a singer slash performer on the Ren Fair circuit. I have my own singing group called Pieces of 8, and we've been together for about 10 years. Oh my God, over 10 years now. Weird. Okay. And I am in Burlington County, New Jersey. So just, over the river from Philadelphia. Everybody forgets there's a state over here, but it's fine. And I'm rocking some Viking goddess realness for everybody tonight. It's a little goth Viking goddess, and in honor of LGBTQ history and the lovely men on the planet that are around, I have a rune on my face that is literally the representation of the men falling in love with men in Viking culture. So there we go, a little Norse mythology rune for all the boys who love boys. So,
I love that.
and you can find Pieces of 8 at Pieces of 8 New Jersey Facebook. We're on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram at sireninflames.com because I also do a little bit of belly dancing. A little bit.
Yes. Do you have a stage name for your belly dancing?
No, for the most part, I've done like a couple of burlesque shows, and I just do it when I do with pieces stuff. So if I was going to have a title for the belly dancing, it would probably be Siren. The red hair, the singing, bring it to your death. It works.
Hello. Yes.
You'll die with a smile on your face.
Yes.
So, Cricket, I kind of gave you a heads up on this, but we're gonna throw this out there. Is there any question you've always wanted to ask a drag queen? And if so, go ahead and ask Anastasia.
Hell yes, because I've asked Jade so many questions, but my favorite question to ask a drag queen, just because it's one of the greatest questions ever, is: do you have a favorite look, and how many times have you used it?
Ooh, I do have a favorite look, and I mentioned it last time that I was on here with my favorite song. So I got this one incredible reveal look from the seamstress at the drag stop on Instagram, and it is this beautiful white, like pearlescent white, that is fully stoned from the front. It's like a leotard, fully stoned. I have a video of me doing "In Love" that goes into Tempo by Lizzo on my Instagram. Go check it out. Go like it.
Oh my God!
That video.
Yes.
And then from that, it goes over top of it. There is this like jacket sort of like thing that looks like a dress. It looks like a house coat that is also a dress, but it has like Velcro right here that I can rip open to reveal all the sparkles and the stones. It is absolutely phenomenal. Go check out at the drag stop, also as well as that Chad Hurst on Instagram. You will not be disappointed.
Awesome! Yay! Thank you.
I love that. That is amazing. Well, and we'll throw that question right back to you, Cricket. What is your favorite look?
Oh, wow. I have a tendency to go gothic vampire when I really, really want to, but I usually try to do something subtle, mostly a natural look, and I'm your girl next door. I'll go for jeans and a t-shirt and a beer in my hand, and I'm a happy little camper, Doesn't take much. I'm easy, not sleazy. I'm sorry?
What kind of beer, though?
I see. Okay, that's when I get a snob. If it's Yingling or above, we're fine. If it's a Yingling or below, no. No, honey.
Well, like I was telling everyone beforehand, I really don't like to drink beer. It doesn't fit my fancy. So this weekend, I I imbibed in a bit of 99, which is a brand, an alcohol brand, and they have my favorite alcoholic drink as a shot, and it is the Long Island iced tea. So if you see me at the bar, whenever we get all this, after all this, feel free to grab me a Long Island iced tea because I will sip it down and suck it down before you even walk away. Honey, I drink about 8 or 10 of those 99 Long Island iced teas.
And then we're feeling no pain. No pain.
Nice. Yeah, I'm saying. But yes, I'm always curious about people's beer choice because it's interesting.
It really is. I mean, I'm a bad Viking girl. I only drink Guinness cold. Bad me.
I shocked my husband. We were at a family reunion and I downed a Guinness and he was like, ooh, didn't
But
picture that.
sometimes
Like,
you need it. Sometimes you need that thick beer. Oh,
not thick.
sometimes you need that thick. Just saying.
You know, you always got to swallow that thick.
with a lot of head.
Lots of head, girl.
Don't get me
What
on
are
the
we talking about?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes.
Are we filming anything right now?
No, we're just gossiping.
Thank God.
Oh my God,
You know
it's a little light on the top of my computer.
Before we get a little too carried away with our shenanigans,
Too late.
really need to bring on our special guest for the
Yes,
evening.
please. Yes.
I am so excited to have her here this evening. I am such a fan of the show and I can't wait to just pick her brain a little bit. And she put together her Halloween look for tonight because it is October. We can start celebrating. Alrighty, kids, I give to you Ms. Tora Himan.
Oh my goodness, excuse me. That is a fog entrance, ladies and gentlemen. I hooked up a fog machine for you all.
Jealous.
That is amazing. So, Ms. Tora, give us a little who, what, where.
Okay, I'm Tora Himan. I am a 35-year-old drag queen. I live in Orlando, Florida. Who, what? Let's see. I'm, again, a drag queen, but doing drag for 8 years. I was a musical theater performer before that, toured the country. And then Ginger Minge put me in drag and it kind of stuck. And I've done it ever since, obviously. And I'm currently on season 2 of Camp Wanakiki. And what am I wearing? I am wearing, you can barely see it through the fog, and I like a natural fog filter. I am wearing these bat earrings by Gems by Genesis. I am obsessed. Most of my jewelry nowadays is all Gems by Genesis. I'm wearing a Party City Elvira wig. I know, queen on a budget. And I'm also wearing an official Elvira dress, probably also from Party City.
Yes, ma'am.
No shame. No
Hold
shame.
on. And I'm wearing Nikki Tutorials and Kimchi Beauty makeup. There it is.
Yes.
Ooh.
So I spend the money on my face, but not my outfit.
That's fair.
I just wanted to give you Halloween tonight.
Yes.
Like,
Well, you know, we're talking about Nikki Tutorials. You know, we got coming out day coming here real soon. October 11th.
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah.
That, her coming out story and her coming out reveal. Oh my gosh. Like, I was like, I want to buy everything Nikki Tutorial now. I thought she was just some random girl.
Have you tried the?
I love her.
I keep forgetting that October 11th is National Coming Out Day, and my anniversary is the day after that.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't do that on purpose. I just needed 10, 12, 14. I needed numbers that are easy to remember.
Orlando has Pride on the 10th.
What was that?
Orlando Pride is the 10th of October.
Oh, that's
my
amazing.
gosh.
So hot
Are you
here.
also having it?
Digital.
Okay.
We're having a 15-mile digital parade.
That's going to be fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
That sounds so epic.
It'll be unique. That's the word we use. Unique.
Yeah. I went home in my air-conditioned apartment.
We were joking around earlier, like drag right now has become like, look at me from the waist up. I look amazing.
I'm not wearing pads at all.
Same.
Oh, no. I don't wear underwear anymore. There's no point.
We were supposed to put on underwear?
We were supposed to wear pants.
love that we're all sitting in our underwear right now, or lack of underwear right now.
I went,
Yeah.
like I was saying, I went back to doing shows last week and I put my pads on and my body was like, what do you mean tucking?
Girl, same. I had to put four I had brand new hip pads, so they're bigger, and I put 4 pairs of tights over them. By the time I got them up, I was like, and I'm done. I'm not doing the show. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Well, we were asking, you know, what are we gonna do whenever we have to go back to the clubs, like the smoke-filled clubs where there's barely any room, like you gotta there's no air conditioning. We have our fan. I have my fan on right now, and I'm just like, I'm living it. I'm like, whoop, this is the day's work.
I will sit here with my beauty ring any day now.
Exactly.
I'm never leaving the house again.
I don't want to. I Amazon Prime my groceries. Like, bye world.
So we got a question from the audience from from the lovely Miss Darby Lynn Cartwright, the shit stirrer that she is. Tora, who would win in a fist fight, you or Alexis Bevels?
Definitely me, because I'm a biter.
Yes.
I volunteer as tribute.
Like, literally, I bit 2 kids on school buses when I was little.
Really?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I don't
gosh.
get in my way. I get very jealous, and I'm like, okay, we're going in.
When she says little, she's talking about when she was like 32, you know.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yes,
That's
Yeah.
fair, you know.
It's an old me. That was in the past. It doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
6 months ago, you know, we don't talk about it.
Definitely me,
moved
though. Alexis is going down.
If I move past it, you need to move past it. Come on now.
I'm also extremely competitive, so I will win.
So Tora, let's talk a little bit about Camp Wanakiki. Like, when you got on and when you got to the camp, what was the first thing to go through your mind?
When I got on, the first thing was like, oh my gosh, you've made it. Like, this is it. And then, no, I cut to now and like, oh, you're doing drag in your living room. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. But you have this like stardom, like you're gonna kind of be a little more known, and you're gonna get to spread your story around the world, and that's exactly what I wanted from this platform and any platform that I'm on. And then when I got there, because we didn't know the cast, like who was on the season until the night before, and so I was kind of like, okay, let's see my competition, because like Florida drag is one type of drag, but then the world has a bazillion types of drag. And I was like, I haven't been in the room with other types of drag performers. So like, I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I ever really met a drag king until that day. I probably am wrong, but like to my knowledge, I was like, oh my God, you are fabulous, sir. Like, I want more of that. And then like Kitty Litter, I was like, oh girl, she going home first. See, no, but she did it, and she is fabulous. Like, it just changed my mind of what drag is and what drag should be and could be. If that makes sense.
I love that.
Yeah. So I was just like, and it became so accepting. Not that I was ever like, oh, this is how you do drag. It was never that for me. It was just like, there's so much more.
Yes.
Wow. I love stories like that. Like, I went to RuPaul's Drag Con this year, and the whole day I was like, it's so diverse. It's so unusual. Please stop taking my picture. It's so great. Sir, please stop taking my picture. I'm having such a good sir, I swear to God. I also wore heels that day, so I was not a happy camper. But that was dumb. That was just dumb.
The worst.
I went to visit Kasha Davis, and I see she's in flats. I'm like, she's done this before. Okay.
I always wear flats there. Always. I don't care who yells at me or says what. I don't care.
Yep. I literally bought flats so I could go this year. And Anastasia, seriously, figure out your internet connection every week. Because she moves to a different.
Look at her. Looks thin.
Right.
Couple.
We'll get her back in a minute. I promise.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
I'm closer now.
Oh, did
I'm
you?
closer now.
We'll
When
do
did
that
okay.
for you.
That was a thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle everyone. Okay, she's back.
That was fast.
No, she's not.
Oh. God.
Sake.
Damn it. I see her down there. When she starts moving, I'll bring her back. So, oh. Hello.
Yay!
Lord.
Girl, I'm going to buy you an Ethernet cable for Christmas. I swear.
I literally have one. I'm so over this. I have one.
That's wild.
Yeah, girl. Yes, I spent my hard-earned money. Listen, you know I've been telling my woes on this show for the past 24 months. I don't know how many months we've been doing this, but you know that I bought those new X5 pods. They said, you gotta have these X5 pods from Xfinity. They're gonna be so great. They're so great. They're so wonderful. Put those in, boom. No. Ain't wonderful. We still dealing with this mess. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a big brain. I'm gonna be a big brain. I'm gonna get me a USB part -C to Ethernet adapter, and I'm gonna just plug in I'm gonna put my phone right into this X5 pod. You think that worked?
I think so.
So
I don't know.
now here we are. We're using our data. Hopefully. We're gonna hope it works for the evening.
Wow. Girl.
Choices.
You know
So-
what? This is the reason why I have to look so pretty, because you get a glimpse of me and that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
StreamYard just can't handle it. So I want to throw this to Cricket. Do you have any other questions you've always wanted to ask a drag queen? And if so, go ahead and ask Tora.
Oh my gosh. I did my go-to with the what's your favorite look? Actually, yes. What was your favorite challenge on Camp Wanakiki? Because I can't choose. They're all awesome. Like I'm like, how?
You mean, like,
How
the
is
mini
this, like-
challenges?
No,
Mini
like the drag
challenges or-
challenges at the end of the day. Like every last one of you had to go through this. Like you got an hour, put your shit together, and go. And I'm like,
Yeah, it was. They were long, extremely long days. Let me tell you that. And it's not always filmed in the sequence you're seeing. So, like for instance, we might do water just before it gets dark, and then the runway for water might not be till the next morning. So, like that's some insider tea. It's not shot like in a day. It's shot over a span of 14 days. So, my favorite, I will give you my favorite challenge and my favorite runway. How's that?
yes, please.
Favorite challenge was probably like mini challenge was definitely the cooking, because I knew like my family, I grew up like barbecuing all the time. I was like, okay, Worcestershire sauce, Doritos, like this is how you make a cheese burger. Plus I can sell like a burger. Like look at me, like I can sell food. So
Which
yeah.
one of us can't, honey?
Well, yeah, right. Plus size is the only way to go. I'm just saying that.
Girl, I got a whole cow costume.
Girl, me too. Let's do it. Let's do a number. So my favorite runway was Hoedown. I love my scarecrow outfit. Like it is my favorite thing, and I've only got to wear it once.
Oh, girl, you
Yeah.
need to come up with a whole number around that. That was fabulous.
It's so good, and everyone loves the mushroom. The mushroom is a bitch, but it's stunning. Like it is the hardest. It's not hard to like. You just have to be careful because you're gonna hit things.
Yeah.
I'm also in a tree, like on the second like story of the tree. Like I climbed that.
Oh my
tree and that
gosh.
up. Yes, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm in that tree.
Girl.
I was obsessed with that look. When I first saw it, I was like literally picking apart every detail. Like
Yeah.
the audacity for the inside of it. I'm like, oh, detail.
It's so stunning. Like the dress, the white, is fabric that has been printed to make it look like a bark of a tree.
Wow.
And then the leaves that you see is the same thing, except for the designer is someone who also makes costumes for Walt Disney World. So it's Tinkerbell's leaf fabric.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Of course, the flowers. And then the headpiece is a top hat with foam and boards constructing around it.
That's incredible.
Insane, right? So
Like,
you want to know some better tea to that outfit?
oh,
Yeah.
hello.
So I was like, I want to do like this magical mushroom. Like I just want to do something earthy and like very fantasy. And I was sitting down with Ginger Minge and I was like, well, I was texting Ginger Minge, let me be honest, because she was on tour with another production. And I was like, I want to do this and I want to bring a black light. And the minute that I want them to kill the lights and the whole outfit will then change into like an Alice in Wonderland type eat me thing.
Oh
And
my gosh.
like cut the black light. And I was like, why? And she goes, because look what happened in All Stars. Production lighting will kill that illusion. And I was like, yes. And then she goes, oh, Raja is sitting next to me and Raja sent you this little sketch. Raja, winner of what, season 3 Drag Race, sketched what you see out on that. Like she sketched me a dress real quick.
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, see, no one knows that because I have that little sketching. Like I was like, save that, have her autograph it, and I have framed it.
Oh,
Incredible.
yes. So when is Drag Race?
Girl, anytime they call, let me do it.
Never heard of it.
You're right. That's what they say to my show.
Oh.
Which is so sad. Like everybody puts all their eggs in we want to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, but no, that's not the only drag competition show out there. One of my good friends, Heavens to Betsy Stratton, is competing in a competition. I think it's down in Philly right now. And I'm like, there's shows everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and actually we got a couple comments. Let me backtrack now that I'm get the mushroom outfit off your brain and pay attention to the show, Jade DeVere. Robin Thompson, where can one watch this show?
So it's all on YouTube and it's completely free. You just have to type in Camp Wanakiki. Season 1, I believe, has 8 performers, 10 performers? 10.
I think it was 8.
Who
No,
knows?
wait.
They're fabulous.
I think it was 8. Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. And then season 2 has 12, and we're from all around the world. And we have multiple types of drag. So it's not just drag queens, it's all types of drag.
Yeah.
Completely free too. So, go watch it tonight.
Exactly. So you can all look that up. But right now we do have to air a quick little commercial. When we come back, we're going to chat with Anastasia a little bit, and then we're all going to come back and Cricket has something special planned for all of us. So we will be back in just a couple minutes, kids, if I can actually find the commercial to press the button. Okay, we'll be back in a couple minutes, kids.
WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.
Hey y'all, it's Anastasia Diamond here, and you all know I always love to bring a little piece of information, a little piece of history, a little piece of education. And if you did not know, today is the anniversary of the death of Matthew, or of the attack on Matthew Shepard. If you don't know the story of Matthew Shepard, the story of Matthew Shepard began on December 1st, 1976, whenever he was born, and he had a great passion for equality. His experiences abroad fueled his love for travel and gave him the chance to make many new friends from around the world. Eventually, he went off to go to college, and it took him back to Wyoming, where he studied political science, foreign relations, and languages at the University of Wyoming in Laramie. On October 7th, 1998, that would become one of the most notorious anti-gay hate crimes in American history, and it spawned an activist movement that, more than a decade later, would result in the passage of the Matthew Shepard and James Bard Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, a federal law against biased crimes directed at lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender people. Two men, Aaron McKinney and Russell Henderson, abducted Matt and drove him to a remote area east of Laramie, Wyoming. He was tied to a spit rail fence where the two men severely assaulted him with the butt of a pistol. He was left beaten and left to die in the cold of the night. Almost 18 hours later, he was found by a bicyclist who initially mistook him for a scarecrow. Matt died on October 12th at 12:53 a.m. in Fort Collins, Colorado, with his family by his side. The life and death of Matthew Shepard changed the way we talked about and deal with hate in America. Since his death, Matt's legacy has challenged and inspired millions of individuals to erase hate in all its forms. Although Matt's life was short, his story continues to have great impact on young and old alike. His legacy lives on, and thousands of people who actively fight to replace hate with understanding, compassion, and acceptance. And that's the story read from MatthewShepard.org if you'd like to look at it. Look at it. And I bring that up because right now we're in unprecedented times. We're in times whenever we have individuals who are working against the LGBTQ community every single day. We're trying to repeal rights that are being that we currently have, protections that we have. Even the oppositions to things like the Equality Act, which would have guaranteed critical non-discrimination protections for LGBTQ people, among other crucial rights. There's been the appointment of anti-LGBTQ judges. There have been the jokes about individuals who would like to kill gay people or hang them, do harm to them. Countless acts that have been done to queer people since 1998. It really makes you stop and think, we've made it this far. Have we done all this work just to turn back around? Erase what happened back then in 1998, that's fine. And seeing it happen today is fine.
I always
make sure you're going out and supporting individuals who are leaders in America, and within your local states, within your local counties, who speak out and for the queer community, for those protections, for those rights, because this is not something new. We get a new article every single week, just about, of a new trans person of color who is being hurt, murdered, assaulted, etc. Protect the LGBTQ community with your vote.
Over the last week, once it was basically stated that they're trying to overturn the Obergefell ruling, I really started thinking about, what that means for me. It means I lose my health insurance. It means I lose my husband. It means I'm not protected. And there's an interview, and we usually don't talk politics on the show, but I'm going to break my rule for a hot second. There's a wonderful interview out there of people at a Trump rally, and the interviewer, I forget who it is, but he basically asked this woman, he's like, what do you think about gay marriage? And she's like, I don't think it's okay. I think it's unfair. And he's like, what do you mean unfair? She's like, no, us straight people have fought too long to have our marriage. And he was like, oh, what do you mean?
What was
She's
the
like,
fight?
like, her answer was like, I just don't think it's fair that they get all that extra. And he's like, oh, you mean by extra, you mean equal? She's like, yeah, I don't think it's fair that they're equal. I'm like, okay.
And this is what I mean. You know, we live our lives in these. I mean, I live my life in a bubble because I have my drag sisters. I have my family. My family accepts me and loves me. You know, I have my friends. I have my coworkers. I literally work in the field of HIV. So I work with individuals who are LGBTQ identifying day in and day out. I live in a bubble. And I don't see that ugly side of people, that ugly side of that ugly ideology of, oh yeah, gay people, they deserve to die. They don't deserve right. They should be back in, we should put them in asylums, or better yet, stone them, etc. That ideology is alive and real. So while we're having conversations about, oh well, what if, da 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 da, and we're splitting our votes to do this or that, understand that split of vote or a lack of vote is literally our lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's our lives. It's we do this show very publicly. If they would like to, they could very easily find out who we are and come collect.
I found out my phone number was accidentally attached to our Facebook page.
Girl.
I don't remember writing it there, but I was like, people could have gotten a hold of me. I removed it, but still, it's out there. You know, you can easily find out who we are, but you know what? I'm not going to live afraid. I am this. Well, this is not who I am. This is who I am with a lot of makeup and really expensive jewelry on. This is what I enjoy.
Let's talk about it.
Exactly. This is, you know, this is me having fun. This is me being my own director, being the performer I want to be.
Yes.
If you want to come for me, come for me. I spent this summer taking people's temperatures and telling them to wear masks. You can't tell me shit I haven't heard before.
No, exactly. You know, people are like, oh, you know, we're so tired of people who, you know, we are living off the government and all that kind of stuff. Like, baby, I didn't ask for the, do you think that we asked for any of this, or do you think that we're all paying taxes for nothing? For what? Like, for what? Not for $400,000 salaries. No, man, about that.
Yeah. But
we're not going to talk about it.
Yep.
We ain't going to.
To bring in some fun comments, again, one of our favorite woo girls, Miss Katie Bourbon, we fought, ? I'm straight and we didn't earn shit. And she brings it all home with a very simple phrase. Rocks my cocks.
Yes.
Ooh, girl, we got heated.
Girl, you know, it's real easy to get us heated. We're drag queens. These wigs be pulling on our hair, making us bald. And you know what? Talk about that. My boss had the audacity to say, okay, wait. So let me back up. So I walked into her room and I was like, the one office manager was in there and I was like, girl, every time I walk in here, you are in here. I'm just trying to talk to my boss. And she was like, well, you know, if you weren't in here so often, you wouldn't see me in here so often. I said, oh my gosh, my edges, I'm bald. And my boss had the audacity. She was like, is that what's going on up there? I was like, I'm walking out for the day. You shady straight hoes. I was like, wow. Woo. I couldn't believe. I had to clutch my pearls.
Oh, I love everything about that. That is shady as hell. Well, girl, you ready to have some more fun with our guests?
You know I'm always ready to have fun.
Alrighty, let's bring them both back. I'm super excited, and now my eyeliner is running a little bit. But let's bring back Cricket and Tora Himan.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Comment
I like that.
allez-vous? That's all I remember from French class. That and décolletage, which is French for tits.
I'm learning stuff.
Word. I
don't know.
know that one word off of Dexter's Lab. He's like, omelette de fromage. Or something like that. Omelette de
Cheese-
fromage.
Right? Cheese
Which is
omelet?
like cheese or I want cheese. Isn't that cheese or something?
Oh, maybe.
Yep.
No cheese.
Some cheese.
I'm doing cheese.
So-
No cheese.
So, fun question. We just got a question in the comments from my darling husband. What are our thoughts on the production team from RuPaul's Drag Race announcing that they are considering a more diverse casting structure in upcoming seasons? Tora, we'll start with you.
It's what, season 80? Like, it's about time. My God.
Yeah.
Like, hello, the country's full of different types of performers. Let's do it. It's just, what? First of all, there's an issue with why has it taken it so long? You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
It didn't have to have little baby Spawn shows like Dragula and Camp Wanakiki, Spooky Queens, Camp Queens, plus size queens. It's first of all, it's time that a plus size queen be more than just one a season and win the damn series.
Oh,
Let's talk about it.
Sorry, I'm so angry
Let's talk about it.
I'm so angry. Like, why do they get one
You know,
season?
I was so upset when they shaded Ginger Minge like that. Back on season 7, I thought Ginger Minge was going to win.
She should have.
I truly did.
mm-hmm.
She deserved it. But you know what? You know, she conceded. I'm going to concede. But it's okay. Like, even then, Silky cannot. Now, Silky was a little frayed around the edges. I love her. But she was a little frayed. So, but even then, she was top 4, and it just didn't get it there.
And I've met Silky, and she's lovely, and she's doing quite well, I think.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that kind of goes hand in hand with, you know, a bit of the narrative of reality competition shows. You know, I got to work with the Vixen, and I was like, she is so sweet, she is so nice, and on the show, she seemed like such a bitch. I didn't see any of that. I thought she was so down to earth. We got photos together. Amazing performer.
You know, talking about the Vixen and what her true self is. What is it with all these queens getting on Drag Race and then going off to promote their OnlyFans?
Let me just look up the Vixen real quick.
Tony Unpopped.
That's an episode I'd like to see.
But the Vixen, Dahlia Sen, I think what's her face? What's her name? The girl who did she was on the same season as Ginger Minge, season 7, and she did the no, never kiss the pilot. Who was that? Sasha Bell.
Oh,
Sasha,
I just wanted to say.
No, yeah. Oh my, I follow Sasha Bell on Instagram, and I'm like, ooh, she's a daddy. Like big, muscly, hairy dude. I'm like,
yes.
And see, to take off of that, the reality side of RuPaul's Drag Race, it's more what you look like out of drag, because that's what the fans care about, which drives me bonkers because it's a drag competition. But that's just me, and that's my personal view.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to get any disagreements here.
Nope.
I mean, I get it. I may look like a troll out of drag, but I can give you some funny, I can give you some runways. Like, let's do it.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm just a troll. It makes life easy.
Yes.
Oh my God. Now we have a list in the comments. Like, not the OnlyFans, Plastique, Katya, Sasha Bell. And you know what? Make that money.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Well,
you gotta make money, especially during a pandemic.
Oh yeah. Just don't do what Bella Thorne did, because then you'll owe bitches money.
Yeah. Oh, we got a fun comment right here from Daniel Jackson. Tora, you hot and you know it.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Wait
Thank you.
a-
I'm single and
wait
ready to
a
mingle.
minute.
Oop, them's
I
fighting.
thought that was my man.
Anastasia, they're all your man.
We look like
Oh,
sisters.
okay. You know, sisters share. Sisters like to share.
I'm down. It's been such a long time. Let's do it.
One takes a lick, and then the other takes a lick, and then one takes a lick, and then the other takes a lick. And that's how you get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop.
Oh,
Period.
Why-
Yes, to the ooey gooey center. Look.
I was starting to disappear. I'm so sorry. You have to believe, children. You have to believe.
She's apparating.
I know.
I told you the train wreck was going to start. I didn't lie.
Speaking of taking a lick, oh my God, how much does a segue? So Cricket prepared something for us this evening. And Cricket, why don't you explain what you have done for everyone?
Well, I decided that considering I have a history of being a bartender and there was 3 lovely queens on this show, that I should make signature cocktails for each one of our lovely queens. So I have a jade green appletini for our lovely Jade DeVere. I have a diamond in the rough tequila mojito for our lovely Anastasia Diamond. And I was informed that something a little bit basic was needed for Miss Tora. So I have a take on a white Russian that is a caramel macchiato white Russian. So I can whip those up for everybody really quick if we'd like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So which one should I start with, ladies? I'll let it up to you.
Let's start with Tora. She's our special guest tonight.
Done. Lovely. So the things I have for the lovely caramel macchiato, your wonderful little white Russian, of course, you need your milk. The benefits here is you can also bring in a little bit of the International Delights caramel macchiato, you know, the brand name thing, caramel macchiato coffee creamer, just to add a little bit of a flavor. But I prefer in my white Russians, your vodka standard, obviously. We're going to use a little caramel vodka from our friends at Smirnoff. And my other favorite thing, little bit of Bailey's Irish cream. So, of course, you get your ice out. You pull out your Watcha nerd glass with a little bit of a Full Metal Alchemist on there. We get a little bit of ice. Pardon my hand. Da, da, da. Just a little ice.
Wait,
you never know.
Who's drinking all these drinks when we finish the show?
That would be my husband and me. Thank you.
Speaking
You're free
of
to
which,
come over and join. I'm all the way in Burlington. Girl, I'll get it over to you in a hot minute. Don't you worry.
You just hold it up. I'm ready.
I got you. Hold on. The Bailey's doesn't want to open. Why the Bailey's never wants to open?
just going to take a moment to let everybody know that none of these alcohols are sponsoring Inside the Drag Closet. However, if any of them would like to change their mind.
Yep. Totally.
Can I say
What was that, Tora?
My favorite beverage is a white Russian. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I totally guessed.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
my
can
favorite
also take this lovely, wonderful item and you can take your caramel swirl like you would from Starbucks or wherever you get your caramel macchiatos, because try your local coffee shop. I guarantee you it's probably better. And you can also drizzle that over top of the white Russian. And there you go, your caramel macchiato white Russian. There you go.
Yes.
That is me in a
It's over there. All right. So, what should we do next? Should we do our mojito or should we do our appletini?
Well,
I
before
love
we
a
move
good
to the next,
appletini.
you like an appletini?
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we're doing that, I want Cricket to describe this picture for everyone.
You bitch. That would be my wedding dress and my bouquet, and that lovely younger gentleman standing next to me would be my husband, William, and him and I have been together for 13 years. We've been married for 9, and we have a lovely little 4-year-old. His name is Nathaniel. Oh my God, where are you finding these pictures? I'm going
Your
to kill
Facebook,
you.
bitch.
I'm going to kill you.
Edit
That's my
this.
little man there. That's my Nate. And yeah, that's my baby. I love him.
Oh,
Race.
I'm sorry?
This show has the same producers as Drag Race.
Yep. We also
Moving
have
on.
this picture.
Yes, 3 of my favorite people. You know, the troll, me, and then the lovely Miss Katie Bourbon, and the absolutely fabulous Miss Jasmine in the background. Absolutely love these. These are 2 of my Ren Fair girls. Absolutely love them. Oh my God. Love you. Miss your faces, girls. Love you. All right. Reach into my little jag of ice here.
Not like how
My
I like the
jug
swimming
eye.
pool.
My
I
jug
want to go to
ice.
the swimming pool.
My jug
Well,
ice.
Cricket, you keep making drinks.
Can do.
We're gonna talk some smack about some other pictures I have here.
Seriously.
So,
If it's more of me, I'm hurting you.
let's talk about this lovely lady right here.
Oh God,
Oh,
Yes.
I
Tora,
love her.
Any thoughts?
I love her. She is like a rock for me. I got to meet her in November. She kind of inspired me to audition because I did a show with her in Ginger in Milwaukee, and I was like obsessed with her right off the bat. I was like, "You like Harry Potter?" At the time, we both liked Harry Potter, and I was like, "Let me
Harry
rephrase
Potter's
that."
not the problem, just the author.
She had, yeah, correct. She even had the Deathly Hallows tattoo, and she's had it changed.
Wow.
Die hard like Harry Potter, or was die hard Harry Potter. Anyway, so I just fell in love with her personality, and we stayed friends. And then obviously I did the show, and then after that, I think we've chatted at least twice a week since filming, just because we're just good friends. Like we have so much in common.
I love that. You know, that's one thing. I think watching these shows, you want everybody to like each other. You want everybody to be friends afterward.
It's true.
Miss
And our
Jade,
cast,
darling,
Oh,
your cocktail is ready, madam.
oh my.
The lovely
Game on.
jade green apple tea. Hold on. Right up here, girl. Right up here, girl.
yeah,
There you go, mama. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Well,
Try. Little bit of vodka, you know, half the bottle. Little bit of apple pucker, a very small dash of some apple cider, and just a little blue food coloring just to get that green to pop. And bam, you got yourself an apple tea. I'm gonna take a sip. Hold on a second.
mm-hmm.
COVID season.
Cricket can read me like a book.
Whoo! I may have
Cricket.
put a what?
Cricket has seen me effed up drunk before, and
It might have been my fault.
most likely.
I think I should move on to the mojito.
You make the mojito. I have some more fun pictures to share. And I love this picture so much. This is another one for Tora. Let's talk about this lovely young lady right here.
I love her so much. She's everything, and I miss her so much every day. I send her messages all the time. She, again, like I said, I walked in and I was like, oh, she's going home first. Like, you know, there's always one. And then she spoke, and I was just like, you are the epitome of what drag is, of what Camp Wanakiki is, and she deserved to be there more than anyone because she does so much community work, LGBT activism. Like, she is a drag queen. And so she would come in every day. She would do her makeup in the bathroom, like so far away, like, and it's not even in the same building. She would come back, mind you, it's like 30 some degrees out, lay in her bed like Dracula and take a nap until we all started to walk to, you know, where we were filming. And she would always hang around and be like, Kitty, come walk with me. And she would always say, oh, I think today's the day I'm going home. And I'm like, no, girl. Like, you have what it takes. And I remember standing next to her during the last episode, the last runway, holding her hand because by that day, we'd been in drag all day, every day. We were exhausted, malnourished. Like, we ate, but, you know, like it's tough. And so she would barely stand up. and I was holding her hands and she was shaking. And I said, girl, I am right there with you. And like, I'm never letting you fall. And I will never let you just, just keep believing in yourself. You are a queen. And I remember saying to every interview, and I still will say this if I hadn't won, I want her to win. You know what I mean? Like she could have won and I would have been exactly the same feelings as I am now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's unbelievable.
Well, and it's a beautiful story because I think so many people get stuck in this, drag is a young person's game. And my drag daughter is in her mid-50s and I love her so much. She just started doing drag a couple years ago and she's like, you know what? This is my time. I want to do this. I want to have some fun.
Yeah.
And she beat me in a pageant.
She sure did. She beat you in a pageant.
But
I have no
okay.
crown.
That's okay, Miss Anastasia. I have something to drown your sorrows.
Oh,
There you are, my darling.
You know I like your game. Oh my God.
We have to go with it. Of course, you got the fresh mint on the top.
Wow.
Gotta have your fresh mint. Mojitos without fresh mint. You ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. A little bit of simple syrup. I don't muddle. Here's why. A lot of people, when they muddle their mojito, they lose half the mint to the sugar in the ice. Why? You're just going to add simple syrup. So you're adding sugar to sugar. You don't need it. So just shake it up in the container with the simple syrup and your mint. You're good to go. Top it with whatever beverage you like. Bam. Instant mojito. Happy, happy. And for you, Miss Anastasia, I went out and got some bougie soda. And I mean bougie soda to put in this mojito. So we have some Clementine Espresso that went into, or I can't even say the dang name. We put that into the mojito. So it is truly a diamond in the rough tequila mojito. Yes, ma'am. Because anything worth doing is worth adding a little Uncle Jose.
Well.
He's your favorite uncle and mine.
How did you know I was so bougie and a drunkard?
It might have been that. It might have been something about the Rocks by Cox that may have given me that. Rocks by Cox.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. Huh?
All that beautiful jewelry, baby. All that beautiful jewelry.
What Rocks by Cox? Thank you.
I just needed a moment to state this lovely sentence that was posted by the lovely Katie Bourbon. Look how orange that drink is.
Yes.
So we do.
I tried to delight everyone.
That's true. We have a fun question in here. Tora, have you auditioned for RuPaul's Drag Race?
I have. I've auditioned 3 times. And my last video was not the season that may have just filmed. Was the season prior to that, because I felt like I had just won Camp Wanakiki and I was like, I need to represent this brand, myself, and just enjoy this reign before I take over, but audition for another series.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I've auditioned 6 times now. And it's funny, you were saying you didn't audition for the last season. I was like, yeah, I took a break this season too. I didn't win shit.
But sometimes those tapes are so exhausting.
They are.
There's so much work, and I've lost myself every time I've made a tape. Does that make sense? Like, it's a 20-minute audition tape, days of filming and editing and et cetera, and it's not drag. You're making a super version of yourself. You forget that you were loving what you do. At least this is me. It's just a chore, and I don't ever want it to be a chore.
Yeah, it becomes work at that point, and the joy is kind of lost in it. After like this year, we started filming, and I was like, no, this is not my time. I need a break from this. I need to just play, reinvest in my drag. Now I have, this series. I did have a YouTube show for a little while. Like, I just realized this week would have been the 1-year anniversary of Just Ask Jade. And It is currently on hiatus. We might bring it back at some point. Maybe, once we can go out in public safely again. But yeah, it's, my husband is like, yeah, auditioning is exhausting. We hate each other when we're going through it because he's a great motivator and I'm a bitch.
Wait.
Listen, listen, you.
That's legit.
Well, and that's a phrase I never want to be attached to. I never want to be known as the bitch. But when we're filming, I get in my own head. I want it to be perfect. And my husband's just like, I'm putting the film together. Shut up.
That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't want to do, I've never had any ambition to do Drag Race because of how, just listening to the behind the scenes stories. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine because I'm also another person who's like, can I please just have 5 more minutes? And they're like, no, we're filming right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have time. So I like to have, it really is the small details and things, but you don't have that time on Drag Race. And then you're standing in your heels for how long? No. They lost me at that.
my knees don't deal with standing in heels for more than an hour. I have standing around heels and I have performance heels, and there's no middle ground in there.
But you better not wear those standing around heels on the main stage because you will get drugged from left to right.
I've got some 1-inch heels over there that I'm like, I'll dance in those.
Not 1-inch heels, sis. Oh no. I said, ooh.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
At least y'all have heels. I have, bare feet. It's just.
I used to wear 6-inch heels, but I couldn't walk afterwards. So I was like, you know what?
I have to say, literally the same story. Even on Camp Wanakiki, I'm wearing 6-inch heels for a majority of those episodes. They're beautiful, and I finally have discovered 4.5, 3.5. I've discovered these.
Yeah.
Stunning, and I can walk now.
Yes, truly. Well, and I think that maybe those 6-inch heels, they really beat you up and they whoop your ass. And it's like, okay, well now I've conquered the beast. These little baby heels are fabulous.
I'll walk the runway, but the minute I'm off the runway, heels off. Yeah. We're not even down the steps, and I'm like, get those suckers off.
They're still filming you. You're like, I don't care.
Girl, can I tell you a fun story about Camp Wanakiki and heels?
Please.
I broke my toes, my middle 2 toes on my left foot 2 days prior to filming. And so I did the entire filming, and I didn't tell anyone that I had broken toes. They were swelled, they were black and blue. I have photos. It was horrible. So I was downing ibuprofen to stop the pain.
Wow.
And I was on the runways, climbing the high ropes course. It was horrible.
Jesus.
Girl,
Jay, do you have those pictures?
Huh?
I said, Jay, do you have those pictures?
I don't have those pictures, but I'm sure I could find them. They're on her OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. Get that bread and leave.
Jesus.
Everybody's into something. We did get a good comment here. This is actually a question for Cricket from Daniel Jackson. What Ren fairs do you participate in?
Oh, wow. Pieces is always looking to expand. We mostly do, let's see, our home fair was New Jersey Renaissance Fair. That's where we got our start. We've done the Philadelphia Renaissance Fair. We've done a lovely little place up in Sparta, New Jersey called the Sparta Renaissance Fair. We were doing a bunch of little 1 weekend fairs here and there. If you're ever interested in coming and joining us at a fair show, piecesof8nj.com or on Facebook, Pieces of 8 NJ on Facebook, and that lifts all our areas. And we've had a couple of online concerts, and we're going to do another one. So if you'd like to see me not in gothic attire, talking like I'm from the 16th century of England. Come on and join us.
I love that.
Can you see
So-
this? There it is.
Ooh.
Girl.
Oh my
Ow.
gosh.
Your face. Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
lucky you didn't break your foot.
And 6-inch heels. 6-inch heels. No.
Bless you, love.
But
Bless
you know what? The thing is, people don't talk about the fact that people don't talk about the difference of wearing 6-inch heels when you weigh 110 pounds versus 6-inch heels when you weigh 250 pounds.
Yeah. It's a lot more weight.
Oh my god.
It's bad.
Girl.
I'm a smaller gal, but even still, I can't, literally, I forget which comedian said it first, but she was just like, a man invented high heels. Do you want to know why? Makes women easier to hunt.
Oh, no.
I mean,
not this.
yep, there it is. Yeah, I just, that picture though. Ooh.
You want to see? Let's see if I have another one. I have.
Oh, God. I have other pictures too.
Of what the high ropes course did to me.
Yeah.
It was the most painful thing.
Yeah, I can only imagine with a broken foot in 6-inch heels.
Oh, that's a bad photo. Let's see if I have it better.
Yeah.
I got flack a couple years ago because I wore flats for a show because I was not walking in heels. But
Oh. Bring it a little closer, honey.
Stupid glare.
What is this?
girl,
Oh my god.
That's from the high ropes course.
My god, it's like waking up on a Saturday after the kid jumped on the bed. What the heck?
Like when people think the show is easy.
No.
I loved watching the reunion where I forget who was talking about it, but she was just kind of like, yeah, during the canoe race, they were like, don't fall in the water, but it'd be funny if you did, but don't.
So, fun fact about that scene. I'm just dishing all the tea tonight.
Go for it.
So, Barbara and Boris fell in. So Diane and I are like rowing. We're like halfway out in the lake. They yell, cut. When they yell, cut, you have to stop what you're doing.
In a boat?
All of us, because our life vests weren't safe enough. So they didn't want to show like unsafe life vest. So then Boris and Barbara had to get back in the water. And then we all had to get back in our boats and restart. They were like, mind you, it's 35 degrees out in a lake.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Like we'd already done the runway prior to the day, the challenge prior. We'd already done that runway. We'd already shot something else that day, I'm sure. Probably breakfast. We always shot like some breakfast stuff. And then we shot the next episode and then the runway for that evening.
Oh.
Like you're in makeup from 8, like we start makeup like 5 a.m., start filming around 8 to 9, and you finish 2 in the morning. There was one day we finished filming at 3:30 a.m. the next day. And then you're back up.
No. Torture.
Yeah.
And the bathrooms are not in the building. Your showers are not in that building.
Ooh.
You don't even want to see the bathroom.
I'm good.
Yeah. Well, and it's like it kind of goes back to people saying, "Oh, drag queens are just sissies." No. I want to see. Like,
I'm a sissy.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, you good TV though. You good TV.
I just like the sheer thought of like wearing heels at DragCon was hell on earth, and I wore the tiniest little like 1.5-inch heels, and I was in excruciating pain. Like,
it's bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
No. I'm a limp-wrist fagot, so I'm good. Thank you, though. Bye.
Right.
I'm
So
just a bisexual princess. I just don't camp. It makes life easy.
that's fair. Speaking of camp and speaking of campers, let's throw Tora on the spot again.
Okay.
Let's talk about this beautiful creature right here.
Oh, I love her.
Bye.
This is Ivanna. She was supposed to be on the show tonight, but unfortunately couldn't make it. Our heart goes out to you, Ivanna. We'll get you on here another time.
I love her. And I did cosplay in honor of her tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
She
The
is
hair
a
girl-
drag queen. I love her. Good human being. Like instant best friend when I got to camp.
I loved the first episode. I loved her gnome look. Like, it had errors, but I was like, that's stupid, and I love everything about it.
Me too. I loved it. And I didn't agree that she was in the bottom or near the bottom.
Yeah, all it needed was to be steamed. Like,
Yeah, which, I mean, if you had seen our cabin, like, we all slept in the same room. So there's 12 of us running around one room. It's hard to steam anything. Or if there was a steamer, I didn't see one.
that reminds me, I did a gig a number of years ago at a venue that doesn't exist anymore. They literally put the performers in the back area of the kitchen, but there was literally maybe 2 feet to the wall, and then there's the door to outside. So my dear friend Diamond Taylor, who is a legend and a mess, changed outside, and she was like, "This is it. There you go."
She's also gone on the record of pooping with the door open at shows. So we gotta
When you
have her
gotta
on
go,
here.
you gotta go. Damn it.
She has this big
OnlyFans.
dildo. This dildo is like this thick around, and it's like that big. It's off the screen. It's like huge, and she like throws it in people's faces all the time. The straight women have a great time. It's black too. It's a big black dildo. It's pretty meaty. But she also dresses as a vagina in that number 2. So she's like a huge vagina with this big dick, and she's like,
As you do.
Yeah,
as you
who
do.
hasn't really?
Look, we don't talk about last Saturday, okay?
All right, we're gonna talk a little more smack. Let's see, who can we talk about next? This queen, who I found very inspiring, honestly, Miss Diana Fire.
Oh, yes.
I love, look at the muscles on her there.
Right?
And the tan line.
Yes.
Look at this farmer's tan. Aren't you jealous?
She is
Yeah.
pure filth, and I love that. Like, I'm gonna say it. I'm sure it's out there in interviews, so I know I've said it before. Her first episode, her like snake outfit, it was like green, maybe. Yeah, it had like a greenish. Do you know what that's made out of?
What?
It's made out of the glory hole that she had set up in her garage. Now you understand why she's pure filth, and I love it.
That is so iconic and
Wow.
disgusting.
And we were all like, get a black light. Let's get a black light.
Yes.
She showed us pictures too. We were like, oh my God, it's the same dress. Like it's exact same.
Alcoholic.
Oh my
You know the backdrop
God.
of like the runway, that glitter fabric that they used? She kept asking if she could take it to replace her glory hole.
Did they let her do it? That's the
No.
question.
No.
That is the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I love it.
That to me, that
Wow.
sums up her so much. Like that's exactly who Diana Fire is.
Oh,
That's everything. That's
That
ballsy.
is-
Like I'd be afraid of like stains. This is bold.
yeah,
Yes.
Ooh, I-
Extremely bold. It does not give any shit.
yeah. I love this comment. I did not understand bearded drag until I saw Diana Fire on Camp Wanakiki. Now I get it and I love it.
That's amazing.
Yes.
She had the hardest time because, again, we would do, a morning runway, and then we'd have 2 hours, to eat lunch and get back into daily drag. So our makeups would all have to change, or you'd have to remove glitter, or you'd have to know that you're going to have to revert makeup. And they don't give you enough time. But Diana has to go shower all of the makeup off of her beard and then repaint an entire face. So she was constantly running to the shower back and forth.
Wow.
I was about to say that can only be insane with trying to get all of that makeup into a beard and then clean it out.
Yep.
Oh
And
my God.
our
On top
shower-
of a face?
Yeah, it's a kids camp. So the showers are smaller, and they're the buttons that you have to keep hitting every 30 seconds to keep the water running.
Oh,
And again, 30 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And where are the videos of that? Oh,
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
I was curious about that too.
You don't want to see the showers. They're so bad.
Ugh. So let's talk about another girl.
I'm nervous.
And of course, I have to get the last member of the top 4, Miss Coco Gem Holiday.
Oh, I love that photo.
It's such a cute picture of her.
She is sitting on top of a bunk bed. And being a plus size queen, that is not a fun place to be sitting. Because it's a kid's bunk bed. It's not, I had to sit up there too, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to break this.
Yes.
Funny. She,
kid tested, drag queen approved.
Yes.
I remember something happened where there was that's racist became a joke for her. So everything we said, the entire filming, she'd be like, that's racist. So everything became, that's racist. Literally every sentence. And, go ahead.
We do that too.
She's,
Yes.
her in Paris, the last day of filming, the Sugar Bakers have a certain way of delivering lines that's very like them. And so we developed the Black Sugar Bakers, and it was Coco and Paris. And the last day they reenacted if the Sugar Bakers would be black, wow, they would deliver their lines. It is the most epic thing you will ever see.
This needs to be a meme. They need to make memes of this.
So good. So good.
Oh. Speaking of,
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
I feel like they had funny names. It was very certain pies. I'm trying to think of what the pies were. I'll have to message them and find out. But they even changed the pies. Instead of cherry pie, it was something else.
Sweet potato.
Yeah, sweet
Maybe-
potato pie,
Yeah.
pumpkin
knows?
pie.
Yeah, maybe. So good.
That is amazing. Again, I love hearing how much everyone gets along.
Every single person.
Speaking of people to get along with, let's talk about these two lovely ladies.
Oh no! Oh no! Ugh, look at those wigs. They look like mine actually tonight.
Right?
Truly.
I do love them.
Me too.
I do love them. They are crazy. They are, you have to give it to them. They're two businessmen who, they own a gay diner type franchise. They own Hamburger Mary's. And so they were like, let's do a comedy version of Drag Race. And they got inspired off of an episode of Drag Race that they had sponsored. And they were like, for the amount that it cost us to sponsor one episode of Drag Race, we could have an entire season of a different type of reality show. And yeah, exactly. And that's amazing. They're giving, first of all, they gave me a platform that I have not gotten. So I do owe them quite a bit of gratitude. And it's just, they've always been super nice to me and super, I'm super grateful. And you know what? They're getting better at their drag. And I will say that to their face.
I remember seeing them at DragCon this year, and I was like, I'm living for this. I love everything about this.
I love the conspiracy theory that the Boulet brothers are just them.
Oh my God.
Have you ever heard that?
No, that's amazing though.
There's a lot of memes that the Goulet brothers and the Sugar Bakers are the same set of twins. Well, they're not twins, but you know what I mean.
All right. Have you ever seen them in the same place at the same time?
I have at DragCon. Sadly, they have a photo together.
That's incredible. And I have one more picture here. So we're going to talk about this lovely lady here.
Oh, I love her. She is probably one of the best drag queens I've ever seen. Like, the kindest human being, has a full-time job, full-time drag queen, stunning, like stun in person. She is stunning. Everything is right. Like every detail. She is in heels in the wilderness. Like everything's on point, and she will give you like a hug when you need it. She will come up to you. How are you doing? Like the first or second day of filming, she was like, I went and bought you guys a Keurig, and I went and bought you an extension cord, and I bought you racks and hangers, and who needs blankets? And we're like, she's not a producer, but thank you. You just spent hundreds of dollars on us, you know, and it's going to get destroyed. So she's not keeping it. So like, what an amazing human being.
Yeah. That's incredible. That's so, again, so wonderful to hear. Like that's solidarity among the drag community right there.
I would do anything for her.
Yeah. I would love to meet all of those girls if they would like to be on Inside the Drag Closet at some point. And I'm definitely going to be reaching out. I did chat briefly with Alexis Bevels at one point. We're just having trouble connecting. So I'm going to keep blowing up her Instagram. It happened.
Yeah, keep doing it. You just message them all. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. So Tora, is there anything you wanted to tell us that maybe we didn't know, or some little fun tidbit of knowledge for everybody?
Fun tidbit of knowledge. I mean, I kind of talked about this on the show, but it's just the first thing that popped in my head. So when I was a little boy, I would always go in my backyard and twirl a baton to like Moulin Rouge and all these musicals, and I would wear like a muumuu. So now I do it for a living, which I think is hysterical. I still am mind blown that I was like rehearsing from 4 years old all the way up. I just wish someone had trained me how to collect $1. Like that's the only thing I forgot.
Girl, you're collecting them now.
Well, sure.
Well, not right now, but
COVID's not kind.
Yay, the world is fun right now.
So true.
Oh my God, tonight has been so much fun. I'm trying to go through to see if there's any fun comments we missed. Ooh, one fun question for everybody. We're going to start with Cricket on this one. What is everyone's favorite Halloween candy?
I have to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
It's what I give out every year to the kids who are old enough. Pixie sticks. Pure, unadulterated sugar. Take it. Enjoy.
I love that.
Anastasia knows. Yeah.
Anastasia doesn't know how to pixie sticks.
No. I do know how to, I do know those. Have you all ever seen those candies that are shaped like fruits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like hard candies. I sat beside this one girl in seventh grade math class, and she had those, and she crushed them all up and snorted them in class before it started. So that was fun. I was like, "Is this what drugs are?"
Pretty much, yeah.
So please make sure that you're handing out the soft, chewable candies this year, because the kids are going to snort them up their nose for some reason.
Wow. So yeah, my favorite Halloween candy. How dare you? It's such a dumb thing. I will eat cotton candy all day, every day. But I recently learned that the Ollie's Good Stuff Cheap near us had Dr. Pepper cotton candy. It looked like raw meat coming out of the bag, but was the most
Ew.
delicious,
Ew.
unsettling thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Ugh.
Yep, there's that. How about you, Tora?
I like candy corn.
Yes.
I'm the only person, but I love it.
There's nothing wrong
Can
with
we
that.
Can we boot this bitch off here? That's not a good. Boot this bitch.
Yes, we can do that. So, thank you all for
Yeah, funny.
Oh.
Oh my
Wow.
god. This
That's
has been
racist.
your listen.
Yes.
Oh, this has been such a fun time. Anastasia, do you have any last words for the audience tonight?
Well, my favorite candy is.
We know what you do with pixie sticks, bitch.
No, I don't really be eating candy because my favorite is actual food, so I don't be eating candy. That's how I got this fact. Real food. But I just have to say, as usual, make sure you're getting tested. I know it's COVID-19 times, and you're not doing da, 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 but they did release guidelines on how you should be having sex. Should you be having sex? Wearing a mask. And make sure that if you're having sex, you go and get tested at least once a year per the CDC. If you're having sex with multiple partners, get tested more than once a year, maybe every 3 months or so. But other than that, stay fierce, stay fabulous. Know that love is love, science is real, and kindness is everything. Thank you.
Fabulous. Tora, any last words for everyone?
Saying everything that Anastasia said. However, if you're not getting the work you want, make the work you want. So if you're not getting doors open that you want, or if someone else is getting the gigs you want, do your own thing. There's nothing wrong with being you, because that's the best product you can get.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. Cricket, any last words?
Yes, as we all know, National Coming Out Day is coming out soon. So if you are in a situation where you have a family member or somebody who's unsupportive, I'm your mom now. Take your meds, drink your water, call me when you're coming home. I got a hug for you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I support you. Please do not be afraid to live your best life. Love you very much. Mwah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Everyone, I had such a fun time tonight. I hope everybody had a fun time watching as well. We do have another fun couple of shows coming up. Next week, I'm very excited. We are moving to our new time at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The show will run from 8:30 to 10 o'clock in the evening. And our special guests next week are Winnie and Trampolina from the Kinsey Six. I am so excited to chat with them. My co-host is going to be the fabulous Miss Fancy Dismount Stratton. This week, I am actually going to be on the Obstructed View tomorrow night. Just look for Open Stage Harrisburg's Facebook page. On Saturday, I am going to be the MC and stage manager of Equality Fest. They are doing their first pageant, and they are doing a regent of Equality Fest, which is basically a wonderful non-binary title. They have 3 fabulous contestants. I've seen what they can do, and we're going to find out who the winner is. The Rainbow Rose Center is going to be doing a Pride event all day called Equality Fest, so make sure you check that out. I'm beside myself with how much fun I had with these fabulous, fabulous people this evening. Tora, we would love to have you back sometime. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so happy. Well, kids, it is the end of the evening, so the only thing left to say is good night.
Thank you for joining us here at Inside the Drag Closet with Jade and her fabulous team and special guests. See you next Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. right here on WLFE-TV.com.